This morning we'll start chapel with a chapel talk by one of our resident students, Michael Barnouin. Please welcome Michael.
Hey, so I'm Michael Barnouin, and this is my speech. Fathers. I believe in fathers. I believe that a father is the most important person throughout your life. A father holds the potential to change your beliefs, views, opinions, and attitudes. A father gives you someone to look up to, especially if you're a boy. When I was young, my parents divorced. I was only able to see my father on the weekends, but even though it was for a short amount of time, I still looked forward to it. I loved him more than anything. A few years after my parents got divorced, I moved from London to Los Angeles. It was a hard move. Especially hard was the idea that I would only be able to see my dad a few times a year for the rest of my life. I thought about him every day, and I missed my only male role model. The idea that my mother pulled me halfway across the world for my father made me very upset and confused. I asked myself questions like, why didn't he do anything to stop her, and how could my mom do that to me? It was very upsetting. There are countless times I can recall in my memory of times I needed advice, whether it was on homework, sports, girls, friends, or any other daily trouble boys go through. One time that truly sticks out to me is when I wanted to learn how to play baseball, but I didn't know how. Every day, I would drive by the park on my way home from school, and I would see boys playing baseball with their dads or older brothers. All I wanted to know was how to play baseball. The only problem was that I had no father to teach me. I just wanted someone to teach me how to play. This is where my grandfather came into play. My grandfather is one of the dearest people to me, and I will never be able to fully repay him for just a few of the things he has done for me. My grandfather stuck by my side and fought off anyone who tried to pick on me. He taught me sports, helped me with homework, was my best friend, and will continue to be until the day that I die. Most importantly, he stepped in as a father figure when there was none there. He did all of this with heart problems, back problems. He even lost the ability to walk at one point. But he didn't quit. His actions have taught me more about the golden corners of humanity than any one person or teacher has taught me in my entire life. He taught me it doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, or what you look like, but that you will always make it through the toughest times in life. A few years after I moved away, I slowly started to rebuild my relationship with my father. I started to realize that he wasn't such a bad guy, and that he meant well. I couldn't get angry if he wanted to marry another woman. I had to become familiar with the idea that he and my mother were not going to get back together, and that they were leading two different lives, only connected by their children. Don't get me wrong, mothers are great too. In fact, my mother has been an extremely positive influence on my life. It is just something about a boy and his father, an eternal bond that will never be broken. It's like having a cat share, doing homework, or asking for advice, or learning from mistakes that are truly the things that matter in a boy's life. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.